Welcome to episode 48 of the Sweet Natured Cruise Cast. Hi, I'm Linz, as always I'm joined by Marky.
Hello.
Hello, and today we're talking to do or not to do annoying things to do on a cruise. But first, a little mood music.
Speakerphones are blaring out a tiny techno beat while everybody else is staring sadly at their feet. How rude! What happened to the golden rule? How rude! Acting like a classless fool. Nobody says sorry, nobody says please. Considerations vanish like a leaf upon the breeze. How rude!
What did you think to today's mood music?
It made me want to drink a beer.
Oh, well, you're almost on the right track
Ooh.
with that. And if you stay tuned to the very end of it, you'll hear the full track.
Nice.
I was going with a Eurovision type song that they put to one of the smaller Eurovision countries that then ends up being really popular.
Oh, like
And it's got like a
Latvia.
really catchy beat, and like the Milkmaid one or Latvia or all those sort of ones. So yeah, it's called How
Poland's
Rude.
not small.
No, but I'm on about it's not like France or Sweden or Ireland, one of the big ones that wins a lot.
Okay.
I was one of these ones that somehow breaks through and people really like.
Okay.
So that's what I'm going for. So
I
I'll
mean-
be submitting this to the Eurovision countries later on.
Okay, that's
But-
nice.
That's something for them. But today,
Yeah.
what is it we're talking about? Because it was as clear as mud in that introduction.
Well, we're talking about, the song said a lot as well.
It does.
We're talking about rude things that people do on a cruise. Rude as in,
Annoying or disrespectful,
yes.
as
Not-
opposed to rude.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So, yeah, that's what we're talking about. Like, did they just do that? And why would you do that?
Yeah.
And why?
And of course, we've got a couple of news stories as well. No cruise confession. This one back for the next episode.
Okay.
I put some ones down as a starter to get us going.
Okay. And these are all things we've seen.
These are things that we've seen firsthand
Mm-hmm.
on cruises.
Okay. Go do your thing.
Okay. Somebody FaceTiming somebody with the speaker on full
In
in a restaurant.
not just like the main dining room, in a speciality.
But I think it's just as bad in the main dining room.
Maybe it is, but you've got a lot of cover and a lot of chatter and clatter going on in the main dining room.
You don't have a lot in a small
in
specialty
the
dining room.
small speciality, atmospheric.
And in the particular example I'm thinking of, which may have been on a cruise that we've literally just got off,
Mm-hmm.
it didn't happen just once.
No, and it wasn't a sultry call. It wasn't
No. It wasn't that we were sort of sneakily listening.
It
Going,
wasn't.
Someone's going to be having a good whatever. It was an annoying call,
to children.
which made it even worse. Because
To like
you're in a speciality and then someone FaceTimes loud to children.
to excitable children.
I get that people, especially if you've gone away and you've left your kids at home with grandparents or whoever, and you want to check in on them or if they've not been well and stuff like that. I completely get that.
No,
and that's one of the
I think
big
this was the
advantages of having the internet
grandparent.
for doing that. But even if you need to do it at that point, just go out of the restaurant,
Yeah.
go out into the hallway. And plus, you want to have a bit of privacy. I'd want to have a bit of privacy if I were in that conversation. I wouldn't want to do it
No.
what's
No.
on there. For me, there's some of these that are debatable, and some people might go, well, I've done that and I don't have a problem with it. And if you've done any of these, let us know in the comments. But I don't think many people would argue that it's not appropriate to do
It's
that.
I think that's the thing with mobile phones, that they've become such a device that they're just so like part of us now that people forget that sometimes you just don't just put your phone away.
Would you find it more acceptable if they put earphones in while they did it?
And they
talked
were
at
just
a normal volume.
and they've talked at a normal volume, and they look like they were talking to themselves.
Yeah, because you want.
You see, it depends on the conversation. Like, I wouldn't want, how's the dog? What's the weather like?
Yeah.
I'd want, how are you? I miss you.
Okay.
I want that kind of call.
But would that be more acceptable if you couldn't hear the other side of the call?
Well, it'd also, I'd be like, are they talking to me? It's just like,
Would you then be more curious that you'd want to know what to the other half of the call? I think it'd be more interesting because we could then make up what the other half of the call.
oh yeah, we could do a bit of role play.
Yeah. And I
Okay.
guarantee, especially if it happened like 3 times like that particular one did, by the second call, we would be answering the other side of.
Yeah, but if
thing.
you're making 3 calls like that to 3 different people, I miss you. I can't wait to see you. To 3 different people,
Yeah.
then more power to you.
But maybe do it when you're not in a speciality dining
I
restaurant.
mean, I've talked myself out of it now.
And then there's a 4th one who were with them in the restaurant.
Well, I only did it while we were away from the
Yeah.
table. We've got a whole scenario
We
going.
have, yeah. So, next one.
Mm-hmm.
And again, we've seen all these firsthand. People rudely talking over when you're on an excursion and the tour guide is talking tiny stuff.
Yes.
And not just once, but constantly, to the point where you end up going on a mystery tour because you haven't a clue what the tour
No.
guide's telling you because you
No.
can't hear anything because the person whittering on at ultra loud volume in front of you.
Well, yeah, and normally it's something about something really trivial. You know, it's not like historical facts.
Oh, no, it's normally something really boring, like medical history and stuff that I
That can
don't
be
want to know about.
It can be interesting, but not when you're on the excursion.
No.
And just because you don't want to listen to the tour guide doesn't mean nobody else wants to listen to the tour guide. They've come on this tour to learn things and appreciate the culture and the history. And you talking about, you know,
Whatever.
you having to take Imodium that morning, it's not really doing it for us.
No. And I mean, we've had that happen on a couple of occasions.
Having to take Imodium in the morning.
No, not the Imodium, but where they're talking on there. But not only were they talking all the time that we're on the coach travelling to the place,
Yes.
but then when we got to the place and they were and the tour guide's going, and in this church there was this, and this, or whatever they said.
Oh, yeah, and it can seem really disrespectful.
Then carrying on talking at that point, you're like,
yeah.
why not just don't get that sort of tour? Just see the place by yourself.
Yeah, go on your own.
Because you're not listening.
No.
But you're making it really difficult for the rest of us to listen.
Yeah, especially when there's...
And we've paid for it.
Yeah, and there's always a fire. And, yeah. It's... Yeah.
But we'll never know how it happened now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any more thoughts on that one?
No. No.
Okay. This one's been sort of clamped down on a little bit in recent years, but you still see it fairly often.
What's that?
Smoking in non-designated smoking areas.
No, I've never seen this. I've never seen a balcony person do it.
You've never smelt smoke from the balcony?
I might have done, but I've not seen it. So
You've smelt it?
Yeah, but it might have come from the smoking area, but no.
It's gone all the length of the ship,
Well, I'm just
over the side
saying,
and then back down.
I've not seen it, so I can't comment.
I've seen it. Some people may have also seen it if they look closely on certain ship tours, where it's been sort of captured on video for everyone inadvertently.
Yeah, okay.
But it doesn't happen as often. But when it does, again, I think it's not appropriate because there are some people who have serious health issues. For me, I just find it annoying because we don't smoke. But for anyone who's got like really bad asthma or something, and you get someone smoking near you, just go to the areas. In some ships, like on Cunard's Queen Anne, the smoking area at the front were like one of the best places on ship.
It was.
I said to you when I had a look on it as we were getting ready to depart, it made me want to take up smoking.
Well, that's not true, but
it's not. But it was an amazing spot. It was right over at front. It was
you could get one of those plastic ones with a light up end.
What?
No, you could get a plastic one with a light up end.
Yes, I could. But you don't see that as often now.
No.
This one, I have seen. And
you have seen?
I have seen. I know that you've seen, which is people eating direct from the buffet, either as they take it and put it on the plate and then eating it straight while they're still sat at the buffet, or not using the tongs and picking up, for instance, the bread by the hands, which is not a good thing.
Oh, that is. Don't do that. I mean,
There's a hygiene thing to start.
there's a hygiene thing, and
There's a reason why the cruise ships are going more down the path. We'll talk about Queen Anne again because we've
Yeah.
literally just come off that at the
Yeah.
time we're recording it. The buffet in there, I don't think there's anything other than drinks that you can serve yourself in there anymore.
no, I don't think there is.
You can't serve yourself salad, which some of it you should better still serve yourself. There shouldn't be that big a risk to it.
Yeah.
And finding that balance between that and the Etrion Princess and the Galleon Virgin and the traditional buffets, there should be something sort of in between for certain elements to it. But I get why the cruise ships have gone down that path, not only to reduce waste and portion control, but when people use the fingers for it.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And we've got back on ships when we've been out on long excursions or out for down, been absolutely ravenous. But if you've got that far and you've got as far as the buffet bit with your plate, just wait till you get back to the table to start eating it. It shouldn't be
No,
eat as you go.
no.
Okay. This one kind of goes back to the FaceTime one a little bit, and it's watching or listening to things on a phone or a tablet or a PC without headphones in public areas. So in other words, playing music out.
But this
and you get it
happens-
on trains and buses
I'm
and
going to
stuff.
say it happens on like public transport quite a bit anyway. So yeah, people again. Why? I think people think, oh, there's noise, so my noise isn't going to add much to it, but it does. So it takes you out of it. So yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
No, if you're in an area and you're just wanting to relax, it's in there. Generally, if it's an area where they know people want to listen to music, the ships are playing music.
Yes.
And then you end up with like multiple tracks layered over each other, which that's not fun then either.
No.
But again, just take some headphones.
Yeah, I feel that that's.
I actually find it more annoying on a train when I hear that.
Well, then let's forget that.
But you do find it on there. Okay. A controversial one.
Okay.
Instantly removing gratuities as soon as you get on a cruise.
I find this weird. It's not just annoying because queuing up at the person's
No,
office.
we're not just talking about annoying bits. 'Cause obviously, people are entitled to do it. They allow you to.
It's weird. I find it very weird.
You can get into a whole conversation in terms of how the staff are paid on the ships and whether there should be that reliant on sort of gratuities and that the cruise
I
industry
guess
should
so.
charge and pay them accordingly.
And some people they like to tip
Individually.
and
I get that.
yes, but yeah, I find it weird.
But when you know that the crew are that dependent on it, and not all cruise lines add gratuities on,
No.
but still the majority do,
Yeah.
then I even completely get it. If you've had a really bad experience and the service has been terrible, I would get removing it at that point. But to see a queue of people when you get on a ship going to guest services to get it removed straight away, I just personally don't get it.
No.
Because at that point, I've not had any bad service.
No.
Unless something's gone horribly wrong. You've
Yeah.
literally got on and just gone straight to that. And even where we've had delays and other bits, it's never dawned on me to do that.
No.
Because it's not been the fault of any of the crew. So it's just one of those sort of things.
And if you don't, tell us why. Is it because you just don't tip, or is it because you like to tip individually?
I would genuinely like to know, if you're watching or listening and you always do that.
What we don't know is they could be tipping their room steward $500 for the week and the bar steward.
We see people tipping the bar steward, and we don't because we're paying it in there. We will often leave to the room steward separate.
Yeah. Oh, if there's a special bar steward.
Yeah. Well said. I'll be interested to see the closed caption translation of that.
I'm tired. I'm really tired.
But sometimes you do that. But we see people on a regular basis, every time they get a drink, giving sort of the bar servers like $1 or $5 at a time.
Yeah.
And again, I would get that if you're doing that every single time,
Mm-hmm.
that adds up. Would do for us over a
Oh,
cruise.
my
That'd be
goodness.
very poor
Yes, yeah.
value for money for us. We're better off paying it up front.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't get it. If you do it, let us know why, and do you sort of compensate them in a different way? Final one that I've got, and then any that you might have.
Mm-hmm.
Over the top public displays of affection.
Why are you going with over the top, like smoochy?
So, well, for some people, and in some places, walking and holding hands or sort of linking arms might be something.
Mm.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm on about it being more over the top.
Okay.
And to be fair, you do not see this on every cruise ship.
No, you don't
but
see
there
it
are
on
certain
every
cruise ships where you see it more.
Yeah. If it's in a small space and it makes you feel uncomfortable. Oh my!
Do I just take a pause before you
I'm
continue with
really
that thought?
tired. Then please, like in the elevator or something.
Yeah.
Also, don't do it on the stairs. That's dangerous.
Just Lindsay's top displays of affection tips.
Yeah, I'd rather go with the if let's go back to Jane Austen and have slight fingers,
Slight fingers.
slight fingers touching.
Oh, okay. I wondered where you were going with that one.
Oh God! Again, I'm very tired. So yeah, you know what I mean. Just a
little finger.
Don't be touching me, but you know what I mean. That's too obvious. That's not what I'm talking about.
Just a sly little finger touch.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just being respectful of people around you who might feel really uncomfortable with it.
I'm feeling uncomfortable.
There are more cruise lines there are certain cruise lines where you're going to see that more than others.
Yes.
I can also
especially
say
on the dance floor.
I've not seen that on Cunard.
No.
I've seen some very close dancing on Cunard.
Yeah, we've seen some very raunchy dancing. I'm going to say
absolutely.
raunchy on Virgin.
Yeah.
But
tends to be a little bit closer on that one and not as much ballroom.
No, but also, fingers.
more Jane Austen.
Let's go more Jane Austen.
Less Austin Powers.
I don't even think Austin Powers would. He's a gentleman.
Have you got any others that you can think of?
I'm just trying to think. Oh, I know. I know.
Go for it.
Children running on the dance floor.
I would have pulled up a children one at some point if you hadn't have said.
Just let loose. And they just go wild. And then, don't love that.
I would like to point out that when we get to the news section, you don't know what I put in the news section before you say any of that.
No,
there's nothing on screen. You can't see anything. So that'll be interesting when we get to that.
Oh, no.
But I think when the sort of children are sort of kids are kids, we were them once. We have got our own one who was a child at one point, and they want to sort of run around and they want to be free and they're excited they're on holiday, and especially if there's other children.
Yeah,
try to keep them calm and entertained is not easy.
No,
but when they get to a point where, for instance, they come and jump in the hot tubs.
Oh, no, children in the hot tubs.
Or you're in an adults only area and they come running through.
Yeah.
And it's that's when it's annoying, and that's where, you need to sort of control them a little bit more.
Yeah, yeah.
But most ships have far more areas for children than only for adults.
Yeah.
And again, it's just picking the right cruise line that's right for that. That's that one. Disney, Royal Caribbean, NCL, all great if you've got children.
Mm-hmm.
Less so for Virgin.
Yeah.
No children.
No children, not allowed on.
Any other ones?
No, I can't think. I'm very tired.
Would you like a cruise news story?
Yes, please.
Okay. So, new ports.
New ports?
Yeah, all brand new ports. So the Bahamas is planning a brand new port over 350 mile away from Nassau.
Wow.
So Nassau is probably, and I'm guessing this without looking at any stats, one of the most visited Caribbean destinations.
Yeah.
So it's very close to Florida. They can get there very quick.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be on a long cruise. If you're on a 4-night cruise, you definitely go into Nassau. And it's incredibly busy.
Yes.
So the Bahamas have thought, well, why don't we build a new one?
Oh, nice.
So they're building it on a smaller island,
Okay.
which I'd never heard of till the story came out.
Okay.
So you might have heard it, called Mayaguana.
Mayaguana?
Yeah, Mayaguna. Mayaguana. I think I'm saying that right. Or Mayaguana. It's halfway between Florida and Puerto Rico.
Nice.
So you can imagine where it is on the little map. The new port's going to be built in 3 stages because it's right on the main shipping lanes where the big tankers go through for the Panama.
Okay.
So they're building a cruise port.
Wow.
Local infrastructure port and a big mega ships port who've come all the way across the Atlantic.
Wow. Little
and then
stop
before
off.
they go through,
Yeah.
So it makes sense that there would be sort of building that sort of new natural location for it.
Yeah.
No timelines for that whatsoever.
Are my bills in it?
And knowing how long things can take to build in the Caribbean, it can
Good
take
luck
a
with
while.
that.
Sometimes really quick.
Yeah.
Look how quick Royal Caribbean's island,
Yeah.
new resort in Nassau has come to be.
Yes.
So I would expect not to see many people stopping there this side of 2030.
No.
But who knows? Maybe it's open in a couple of years. But it will definitely be a new port where the cruise ships end up going, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Cruise news story number 2.
Ooh.
Talking of adult only.
Okay.
Oceania is going completely adult only.
Right.
So Oceania Cruise Line,
Yeah.
which, to be fair, I pretty much think of as being adult only.
Well,
anyway.
me too, to be honest with you.
It's not one that I would think of as taking children on anyway. And I'd be really interested to know just how many children do go on it.
Yeah.
Because I've not seen any sort of stats put out there. But its entire fleet of 8 ships across every single itinerary. So some still let families on certain itineraries, not all of them. Going forward, it'll be adult only. So if you try and book today, you can't book a child because from January the 7th, they stopped doing it.
Okay.
But for any reservations made before the 7th of January this year, 2026 at the time of recording, they'll still let those children go on because they're only booked up until the end of 2027 on cruises anyway. And as I say, I suspect the numbers are very, very low. Anyway, interestingly, Oceania have said the reason that they've done it is they did extensive research.
Yeah.
Questionnaire to 3 people. And from repeated guest feedback and travel advisors as well, what they were looking for primarily was a quieter, slower daily pace compared to the more family-orientated cruise lines.
Yeah.
And as such, that didn't really gel with a load of activities for kids. Now, we've not been on Oceania on a cruise yet.
No.
So we can't compare the amount of activities that's going on there, but there's nothing on it. What they haven't said yet is how that'll reflect in terms of things like the entertainment. Will that become more adult entertainment?
Yes.
Sort of the comedians that they get on board, will they sort of be able to do different sets to what they would have been able to do now? Will they do sort of more stuff like what we saw with the Bright Light Society or
Maybe,
Virgin?
yeah.
Because it takes away having to try and balance it if there's not going to be children potentially running down the aisle and sort of the later shows into it. Final cruise news story.
Okay.
So this is the 2026 cruise trends that people specifically want to see improved most this year.
Right.
On cruise ships.
Yeah.
So there's a top 10, but I've just done the top 3.
Okay.
So no countdown. Number 1, out of control children on was top.
There you go, you see.
So poolside behaviour was the source of contention.
Yeah.
It was by far the most popular thing in the
I bet
survey.
it is.
Of over 10,000 people responded to it.
Wow.
And some of the stuff that we've just mentioned specifically was highlighted in there. Kids taking over the hot dogs and the hot tubs so that adults couldn't enjoy them was a big sore spot for many.
Mm-hmm.
Kids up late at night going into adult-only areas and to adult-only shows.
Oh.
And we've seen that as well, where they say, look,
have.
this is an adults-only one, there should be no kids here under 18. And then like, a little 5-year-old comes running across.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently that's the big one. Close by, though, and I suspect this is here every year in this one, chair and lounger hogging.
Yeah.
So the act of getting up really early in the morning, going and finding the prime loungers by the pool or the solariums,
Yeah.
putting your towels and a book on it or some random item so it looks like you're there, and then leaving it for the next 5 hours, is one of the sort of people's biggest.
Don't like it.
You know, we've seen it. We've seen people get there. We've seen it at 6 o'clock in the morning where people have been, and then we've been in there, and then they haven't turned up all day.
No.
And it is extremely annoying.
It is.
But the cruise lines themselves seem to be doing quite a bit about that anyway.
Well, they try.
Where if it's reported or if they notice it, and they have regular people where they're left unattended for 30 minutes or more, they'll come and take them away. And we have seen it where people have then come back and gone, where's my stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you haven't been here for the last 4 hours. They're down in reception, go get them. So that's on there. And again, you haven't seen these news stories,
No.
but it comes back to what we were just talking about. The third one that people want to see fixed quickly is poor hygiene.
Okay.
So in particular, people not washing their hands before entering the buffet and boarding cruises when they know that they're sick and then coughing and sneezing without covering their mouths.
I know.
Now,
I have something to say about this.
Go for it.
Because, and I'm going to be quite controversial here. There is, like, when it asks you about a questionnaire and it says, have you had a headache or anything? There has been times that I've had a headache.
And you've said no.
And I've said no. And this is due to a hormonal situation.
Yeah.
Rather than...
You know you're not poorly.
I've not got anything like a virus or anything.
No.
And it always makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, because you know that you have had an headache in the last couple of days, but you know that it's nothing other than purely hormonal.
Yes.
And it's not that you've got some lurgy that you're going to spread to everyone.
No, and that always makes me feel a bit weird.
Maybe it's that the questionnaires need to ask the questions differently.
Yes.
So where it says, have you had a headache or temperature that's not hormonal related, which would be really easy to put that in.
It would, yeah. I mean, it's going to make some people feel a bit like, why are they asking me this?
But
Hormones.
then people won't have to sort of...
Yeah.
Not answer it.
I'm just keeping it real.
And absolutely as you should do.
Thanks.
Well, that brings us to...
Well, what I think to end on Linzi's hormonal.
Linzi's hormonal headache talk of the day.
I think we all know I'm hormonal.
I think people know that.
I mean, look at my hair.
I love how you're using the podcast as a mirror to check your hair.
Oh, look at it. I'm very tired.
It's gorgeous.
It's not gorgeous.
Well, any final things you would like to say before we play out with a little mood music today? Any final thoughts?
No, my final thoughts is I'm having an early night and I'm having a bath and an early night.
That sounds like a good plan. And on that, I'll give you a little cheers.
Well, thank you, darling. It's only water, look. I'm so tired.
Water, but in a nice glass.
Yeah, nice glass.
And I'll play us out with the full version of How Rude.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the modern day. Shotzi, welcome to the modern age. Modern. a selfishness epidemic, and it's heading right this way. You see the pavement blockers walking 5 abreast in town. They won't move for a granny, they just stare her right down. They think they own the sidewalk, they think they own the street, ignoring everyone they pass beneath their busy feet. Then there's the quiet carriage on the morning commuter train, where silence is a memory, driving us insane. Folks having loud conversations about the medical history. Why they need to share it all is such a total mystery. Speakerphones are blaring out a tiny techno beat, while everybody else is staring sadly at their feet. How rude! What happened to the golden rule? How rude! Acting like a classless fool. Nobody says sorry, nobody says please. Considerations vanish like a leaf upon the breeze. How rude! The elevator doors open and the people rush inside. Before the folks arriving have enjoyed their little ride. It's a battle and a scuffle, a push and shoving match, like there's a prize for being first, some golden egg to catch. No one holds a door open, they let it slam right to. It doesn't matter if you're holding coffee's meant for two. Whatever happened to a little bit of grace? A smile for a stranger just to brighten up the place. But no, they want it all right now. Time! Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. In the restaurant, the table's looking grand, but every single person has a mobile in their hand, ignoring all their partners, ignoring all the food, caught up in a digital and antisocial mood, scrolling through the timeline while the waiter's standing there without a single thought to spare, without a single care. The litter bugs are out in force, dropping wrappers on the floor, like the world's a giant dustbin rotten to the core, leaving trolleys in the car park, blocking up the bays. It's the laziness defining these chaotic modern days. Looking out for number one, the only game in town, while the rest of us are watching with a disappointed frown. How rude! What happened to the golden rule? How rude! Acting like a classless fool. Nobody says sorry, nobody says please. Considerations vanish like a leaf upon the breeze. How rude! After you? No, after you? I insist, oh pardon me. Thank you so much! Right, 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 right!